Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Kiski High School. Tonight, it's Section 3 action on Monday Night Basketball as the Highlands Golden Rams visit the Kiski Cavaliers. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik, Chandler Timmons to my right, up here in the beautiful digs of the Kiski press box. And Dean, this is going to be an interesting game here tonight because both of these teams have got a bit of a layoff going.
Well, Mike, we talked about the rest factor. We've only played 4 games in the last 24 days. We're rested, but we're getting tired of banging on each other. I think both teams tonight want to see somebody across from them that doesn't have the same jersey on. We practice a lot. We're totally healthy physically. That's very important. We got the rest up. My question is, though, where are we mentally? Because, again, we got a big week coming up. We got 4 games, and we know it looms tomorrow. Franklin Regional's coming to our place.
Right.
So, again, the kids seem to be locked into one game at a time. And I see a guy named Sam Albert across the way, the old Highlands football coach. Hopefully that might inspire the troops here tonight, too.
Might be, yeah, because looking ahead could definitely be a deal tonight with Franklin Regional coming tomorrow night at home. Well, it's always rest versus rust. What do you got?
Well, it's a factor, Mike. There's no doubt about it. We're out of our routine as broadcasters. We haven't done a game in a few days. Just us prepping, it seemed kind of weird. Kids are in the same situation, Mike. But again, you get in that Tuesday, Friday grind of things. And now we're going to play 10 games in 21 days. I mentioned already 4 this week. This is where coaching, I think, comes into play, Mike. The fact that, as a coaching staff, right now we're emphasizing what we do well.
Right.
You can't look at opponents. When you have 4 in 1 week, it's hard to prep for individual opponents. And I think it's a good time of the year from that standpoint. And I can tell you this, coming down the stretch, kids would rather play than practice, so things are fitting here tonight. Everybody coaching Section 5A3 is here tonight, so they're looking to see what's going to happen here this evening.
Well, let's talk about Kiski, and frankly, it's really hard to shine it up, so I'll just give you the facts. They're 0-13. They've lost 18 in a row going back to last year. They haven't scored any more than averaging 39 points during that 18-game losing streak. It's a game that Highlands should win. There's just no doubt about that.
Yeah, Mike, but again, they play the games for a reason. I talked to Joey Touchstone. He's a great guy. Hope they give him a chance out here, Mike, because basically what he told me is the interim AD last year was not very kind to him. This is only their 3rd home game of the year. We think we have it tough. He's only playing his 3rd home game.
Their first home game in exactly 1 month.
Unbelievable. And they're losing by an average of 21 a game, Mike, so it's been a very tough year for the Cavaliers. But trust me, anytime Highlands Kiski gets together, if it's tiddlywinks, they're going to play hard.
And let me tell you, if the JV game is any indication, I'd be ready because it was crazy. Highlands trailed that game by 14 points going to the 4th quarter. They came back and won by a 41-40 score. I think Kiski only scored 4 points in the 4th quarter, and that was quite a game and quite intense.
Many times we said a JV game affects the varsity game. I'll tell you what, I was standing over at the varsity when the JVs came off. They shook everyone in their hands, and I think that's going to be a little pumped up tonight, too.
I think so. Well, we have some nice weather coming up here this week. It's going to get a little bit cold on Wednesday, but still should be pretty dry, should be okay. So it's the perfect time to go into Highland Tire in their newest location, Highland Integrity Alignment, and see why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley for 25 consecutive years. Family owned and operated since 1961, Highland Tire offers one of the most complete inventories of tires in the Pittsburgh area, and if you don't see it on site, just tell them what you'd like and they'll get it for you. Visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call in Trentham at 724-224-9222. Natrona Heights at 724-224-7900 or Highland Integrity Alignment at 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price, we deliver. Tip-off is coming up. It's Highlands and the Kiski Cavaliers, and it's right after this. All right, Dean, time for our starting lineups. Brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Individualized training for 3rd graders all the way up to varsity. I figured I had time. That would be email masonelitehoops@comcast.net or on the web, Mason Elite Hoops.
And they've redone their webpage, Mike. Check it out. It's really impressive.
Oh, and please go to Twitter and look for the video of Micah and Isaiah. You told me, I thought you undersold it after I saw it. It was tremendous.
All right, let's meet the Golden Rams. They will start number 4, Christian Tonelli, 6'2" senior. He averages 6.9 per game, hits 55% from the foul line. Number 10, Ryan Signorella, 6' senior, averaging 8.8 per game, 57% from the foul line. Big guy in the middle, number 12, Sean Ursage, comes in averaging 11.9 per game, 50% from the foul line. And our 2 sophomores, the big guy in the middle, Wearing number 20, Johnny Christ, sophomore, 6'7", 10.5 per game, 58% for the line. And number 23, Luke Cochran, sophomore, 6'1", 12.7 a game, 61% from the foul line. Mike, we're going in the right direction. We're up to 56%.
And I have a number for you. Remember in Tyler Stachinsky's first year, we went 1-21.
Yes.
If Highlands wins tonight, Stosh's lifetime record will be 68-68.
Oh, that's a great statistic. I love to tell him about this afterwards.
Taken 6 years to climb back to Mount 500.
God bless him.
Now the Kiski Cavaliers. Their PA guy is very entertaining.
Yes, he's turned this into quite the production here, Mike. Our sound system, by the way, is not working. I hope they get it fixed by tomorrow for the big game with Frank and Regional.
Understand Bill Heasley was out shopping for a megaphone today.
They will start number 2, Jake Colecci, a 6'2 junior. 4 juniors in the starting lineup, only 1 senior. The big guy in the middle for them, Mike, number 3, Ryan Wall, 6'5 junior, coming in average 13 points a game. He's their leading scorer.
And we remember him from a year ago, and he can definitely light it up. Here comes Hollywood.
Hollywood, Sam Albert, outstanding running back of the football team. Saul nicknamed him Hollywood. You can see why. Good-looking kid there. Number 4, Ross Grease, 6'1 senior. I told Sig when he gets him on the side, call him Hollywood. See what he does.
We saw him play football this year.
Yes. Number 24, Austin Schwartz, 6'2 junior. Pretty good size in their team, Mike. They're all 6'2". And the other forward, number 35, Nick Smith, 6'2", also a junior. So 4 juniors, 1 senior for Joey Touchstone. And again, like you said, Mike, it has been very pretty, but look at some of these teams they played. Plum, Latrobe, Indiana, Altoona. They went all the way out to Altoona, North Hills. These are 6A teams, Mike. And in section, they've lost to Greensburg, Franklin Regional, Armstrong. Got beat the other day by Burrell down at Burrell. So it's been a struggle this year.
It has. They haven't. Their last win was last January 27th. They were 10-6 at the time. They lost the last 5 games of last season. They've lost the first 13 of this year. So that's how things have kind of unraveled. And we talk about Stosh getting up to 500. When they won that game, Joey Touchstone got to 500. Now he's 13 games under. It's how fast it can go, and it's the same coach. It's so. We will.
As an old coach, we have a saying, Mike. It's not the X's and the O's.
It's the Jimmies and the Joes.
There you go.
So a couple Jimmies and Joes. Here we go. Joe Zolchik, Danny Palmer, and Broadway Danny Rose. We're off and running. Rams have it and move left to right, dressed in the traveling brown uniforms. The Cavaliers in the home whites.
Old friend of ours, Joe Zolchik.
Nicely down underneath. Got it to
beautiful.
Ursig into Tonelli, but it rolls off. Tonelli got the rebound, though. He needs to get out of there.
Yeah.
Pops it back out, left side. Signorella's threes off the rim. Rebound, Ursig. Ursig with a nice move. Left-handed, the Rams are ice cold.
Yep.
Saved by Tonelli. Threw it off the Kiski man to Highlands. Signorella off the glass, and the Rams lead 2-0.
Sig drew contact there, too, Mike. They're going to bang.
And as we said, if the JV game is to be any indication, it could get crazy. This is Wallace now.
You got a favorite out of the JV game, didn't you?
Oh, Don Pacey, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mike loves him.
Here's Grease. Hollywood, top of the circle.
They were down 14. He brought it back. How much?
Yep. Here's Smith. That was the beginning of the fourth quarter, too. Colecci now. See if Joe Touchstone wants to take a page out of his. I'm sure I know he was at the Armstrong game because he won the 50-50.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
So he watched his buddy Hutch slow it down a little bit. Here's Grease. Now to Colecci. He and Hutch and Corey Smith were all teammates here at Kiski.
Isn't that crazy? All now head coaches. Corey.
Steal by Signorella. He drives. He lays. He's off the rim. Rebound tip. Score by Ursig, and he draws the foul.
Do we give Sig an assist on that play, Mike?
If you want to.
That'd be scorers using their imagination.
These two teams split the two games a year ago. The game here on February 3rd, the Rams won 47-37 and clinched a playoff spot for them. Ursig, 50% foul shooter, now a little better than that. 5-0 Highlands.
20 for 38 from the line now, Mike.
This is the best view we get. This is the best location. Unfortunately, we're not going to be coming here anymore.
Armstrong's pretty nice, too. On Friday, we'll be up there.
Right, and they have a catbird seat, as does Gateway.
Yeah, it's really interesting, huh? And then we got the best seats are home.
Yeah, right on the floor. You can't beat those. Here's Wallace. Plays catch with Kalechi. Now Grease. Looks backwards to Joe Touching. They switched benches. The benches were the other way last year.
Odd, huh?
They must want to be shooting toward that end. In the second half, it's probably why they made the switch. 5-second call. Great defense by Ursig. Turnover. Kiski as Schwartz turned it over.
Second turnover. Highlands have been committing 14 a game, and they've been forcing 15, Mike. They've already got 2 here this evening.
On the other end of the spectrum, the Rams come into this game winners of 7 straight and 9 of their last 10. Their last loss was against the team they play tomorrow. And that was a month ago.
Such a big game, Mike.
Cochran dumped down to Ursig, tries to get around the man, puts it up, missed it. Got his own rebound back and scores. 5 quick points for Ursig. Joey Touchdown wants to talk it over. The Rams lead 7-0.
Got rim rejected. Mike came right back up and put it in, though. He's been a factor so far. High school seniors, you can learn the skills you need to start a career in the high-demand field of healthcare in less than a year. Pittsburgh's in need of skilled healthcare. Mike, big article in the paper. The whole country's catching up with healthcare as far as being in demand. Pittsburgh's been in the forefront. Career Training Academy offers half-day class or evening class to suit your needs. Serving the AK Valley for over 35 years, CTA offers programs in medical or dental assisting, medical billing and coding, and our new phlebotomy technician program. Visit us on the web at careerta.edu or stop in our new location, Hillcrest Plaza in Lower Borough. Enrolling now. New starts every month. Call them today at 724-337-1000. I'll be returning January 29th, Mike, back into teaching accounting. Looking forward to it.
Against token pressure now, Cavaliers backcourt. This is Smith.
As you know, it literally gives me a reason to get up in the morning.
Exactly. Yeah, it takes you a while sometimes.
I'm a night owl.
You are. Tracy Morris, number 5, into the Kiski lineup.
Tracy's the running back on the football team.
Oh, now a steal by Tonelli. Able to get it free. Tried to get it over to Signorella, but it goes off Kiski out of bounds, and Highlands will keep it. Yeah, we saw him too. We saw the first game up here. Highlands didn't play week 0. We saw them play Cannon Mac and lose a tough one.
Good question is, will we play a week 0 game now with Don Girardi as coach, Mike?
I think we may. They left it. They left it as optional. They were thinking about making it, scheduling it. But nice reverse. Ursig's off to a quick start. He's got 7, and the Rams lead it 9-0.
Mike, we said they're decent size. That means 6'2". No answer for 6'7".
No. Here's Grease. Drives all the way in, puts up a runner off the glass, no good. Rebound, Cochran tipped it, but Smith saved it in the corner. Now Smith goes underneath and Hollywood lays it in. 9-2.
Remember a kid named Nevada Smith out here?
Yes.
He was a good player.
There's a jumper off the rim, and Smith has the rebound off the miss by 6. Kiski with the ball down 7 at 4:35 first half. On a Monday night, make-up game of a game that they were afraid to play.
Last Friday,
Steal by Highlands. Lead it out ahead. Here comes Tonelli. Drives, lays, scores.
And Mike, even though it would have got it in, I think it was a good call. The bus companies actually said they weren't going to let the bus.
Right. It got bad overnight. It snowed a lot. I remember shoveling on Saturday.
The ice was the question.
It was 2 weeks ago, was it?
Yeah,
maybe
3.
Get
the ice.
Right. It turned out we didn't get ice, but we did get snow.
There was a little time, like around 10 o'clock, where it was ice had. Yeah.
Smith against the double team. Ursig tipped it free. Signorella has it. And the big fella Grease took it away from him. Now left side to 3.
They're going to give him 3
jacked up by Wallace, and he's fouled. That's the first foul of the game on Highlands. It's 11-2 Golden Rams at 3:52.
Going to get Ursig on that one. We're the only game in section night, obviously being makeup. And again, we mentioned a big one tomorrow, Franklin Regional. They are 5-0 in section, Mike. We're right behind them at 3-1. We can nab that one tomorrow, and we both win out. You're both section champions.
Wallace missed it first. He'll get 2 more. 11-2 Highlands here early on.
What's our last section championship, Mike?
12?
Yep.
Yeah, it was Micah's junior year with Sean Bennis. Sean Bennis, the former coach of both of these teams. And last game for Kiski was against Sean Bennis at Burrell.
He's got some kind of problem, like he's bleeding. Out of elbow, you see it there?
Oh, yeah. He's...
now we're going to have to depend on the Kiski.
Have to find someone to take care of it. Sam Albert should come down and take care of it. Sam's looking for Mike. They don't have Mike anymore. 11-3 as Wallace makes 1 out of 3. Here's Tonelli, left elbow.
That brings Romello Freeman into the game.
Freeman, left side Tonelli. 3 balls on the way. It's short. And a rebound is to Morris. And Morris gets it back, drives through the paint, lost a handle, Tonelli stole it again. Fired it right into the paint, but Morris got it. A little short jumper by Smith is no good, and the Rams want to push it. 3-on-2. Here comes Cochran. All the way in, lays it up, missed it. Freeman tipped no good, and Grease back the other way.
Now that, Mike, was a pass. I think Luke got too far inside and decided to throw it off
again,
the
Tonelli. Who's stolen about 4 here in the first quarter. Cochran dumps it off to Freeman, drives to the basket, lays it up and in.
Nice assist by Luke. Grace is not with us this evening, Mike.
Oh, my.
Rarely she misses one of Kristen's games. She's in Nashville. How you like that?
I'd love to go to Nashville. My dad always wanted to go to Nashville. We never got to make the trip.
Been to Memphis, not to Nashville. Hers
I want to go there, too, because I have Arsic goes in hard at the bleachers. I want to get to Memphis, too. I'm the big Elvis fan, so that's...
Been there. I saw the mansion.
Yeah, your brother lives...
right in Memphis, and I think about that mansion, Mike. You can make as long a tour as you want, sit and listen to music all day. Spend a good 3 hours there. Enjoyed it.
I think you almost have to be at a certain age, too.
Yeah, and the furniture...
You kind of need to remember Elvis a little.
They haven't touched it at all. It's the original stuff.
The Tiger Room.
Yep, I've been there, seen that. They have the plane outside, too.
The Lisa Marie, it's called. Named it after his daughter. That's all the Elvis trivia you need. This is Andrew Mason, and he was something else in that JV game. He and Pacey went at it.
Tooth and nail.
Yes, they did. And Freeman kicks it free off the miss.
Told you in the Franklin Regional game, keep an eye on Pacey. He's a lot of fun to watch.
Left side, Tonelli. It's a big court here, too.
It is.
And it's it may be regulation 94. It's a tremendous gym.
Nice dunk.
Price, he missed it. Rebound, Tonelli, or Ursig, yes. Fell in for it. Johnny got more all rim. Yep. Ursig's got 9 in the first quarter.
Hines leads here 15-3.
Well, I guess we can check off that part about them looking past this one.
This we need to do tomorrow, though, Mike.
Well, it won't be this easy.
Yeah, well, you know, if you remember, Franklin got off to that big lead.
You're talking about the quick starts. That's a stat for us, for sure. Here's Mason. Tonelli's going to get caught on the reach around. Team foul number 2 against the Rams.
I told the kids, I said, basically, you're known as a team that can take a punch. Because we do get down early, come back. So how about we deliver the punch? That would be nice.
It would be.
Wholesale substitutions coming in on both sides.
Not a shooting foul, so the Cavaliers will key it in. Kiski will play tomorrow at Gateway. And again, as we've talked about a lot here tonight, we'll have Franklin Regional at home. That game will be on TV Thursday night. This game will play, if you're watching this on YouTube, you want to watch it on TV, this will be our Wednesday 9:30 time slot. Grease had it blocked by Ursig. Did he save it? He did in the corner. Organized the puppies and kept the basketball. Signorella, Ursig, Freeman right side. We haven't seen Ryan Signorella come back. Not on the bench yet.
The other game in section tomorrow, Mike, is really important for the 4 spot. That's going to be Greensburg and
beautiful pass down low. The Rams. 4 guys touch it. Ursig finish. He's got 11, and it's 17-3. Yeah, the Greensburg-Salem Armstrong game. Armstrong won the first time.
That gives them a big heads up. Yep.
And they have a lead of a game.
A little tougher playing down there.
Greensburg got off to that great start, but things haven't gone so well for him. And now we got to travel down low against Grease in the paint. Daniel Timmons coming into the Highlands lineup, and Luke Cochran back in. Price and Ursig sit down, so the Rams will go small. Corey Myers out there. Saw his dad.
Working. He's double duty.
He is working.
Get a shot of him in the corner.
He saw a police car outside. Now you know who it belonged to.
So since I illegally parked, you think we're safe, right? Actually, I cleared it through the AD.
Cochran all the way in. Yeah, John Peterman, a old buddy of ours. It's had jobs around. He was a football coach at Leechburg for a while. I believe he is a Leechburg guy, and he was the AD at Penn Hills for quite a while. Football coach there.
Great guy.
And he is out here at Kiski now and teaming up with Sam Albert.
We'll have to get a shot of Sam at the end of the quarter. He's on his perch over there.
He is. There's a steal by the Rams, and this is Myers.
He's got like a suite up there, Mike.
Signorella is back in. Corner, Cochran thought about it. Kicked it back out. Myers for three. Here it comes. It's off the back rim. Rebound. Nicely put back up and in by Timmons. At 9 seconds, and it's 19-3. Backcourt now. The Cavaliers got to be aware of the clock. Grease, and they weren't. Ooh, that almost went, but I think it was too late anyway. That's the end of the first quarter, and a successful one for Highlands. Did what they needed to do. They lead it 19-3. Hey, Chandler, could you get a shot of the perch over there? Coach Albert's up there. Get a shot of him.
Squeeze it in there. There he is.
There he is. He's leaving. Sam. He doesn't want to get on television.
He doesn't want to be on TV.
Why doesn't Sam want to be on TV?
He's never saw a camera he didn't like.
Seriously, he's over there.
There's also Todd Newsick with him and Jeff Graham, so some of his assistants.
There you go. How about that?
Scott Newell, too.
That's right. Well, many companies can give you car insurance quotes, but only Nationwide can back it up with dedicated licensed professionals and superior claim service. Don't worry, folks. We're going to save some of these ads for when Highlands are shooting foul shots. It worked so well last game.
You were on a roll.
So Mel and John are up for that. Mel and John want to help you relieve some of the stress involved with insuring your new teen driver. Ask about the Nationwide Insurance Young Driver discount. When you compare, no one beats Nationwide's rates for young drivers. Call your hometown Nationwide agents, John and Mel, 724-224-4300. And let them help you choose the coverage that's right for your family. They're open Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays 9 to 7, Wednesdays and Fridays 9 to 6, and Saturdays 9 to 1. Remember, in the AK Valley, the Bouchers and Nationwide are on your side.
Talk about young drivers, Mike. Remember we had the elementary travel team in last week? We introduced those guys last Tuesday. They had a crazy game Saturday against Butler. Preston Foster, remember that name? He had a shot from near midcourt at the buzzer to win the game. Came from a steal from Clayton Cutts. Remember that name too? Remember Ed Cutts? The great player he was for Ford City. The best part was you just saw the coach/dad, Mike Foster, leap to his feet in exuberance. I've never seen him that excited in my life. Mike.
Tremendous athlete, I'm sure.
Well, Mike's been through a lot of wars at the varsity level, but he was so excited. Nothing better than seeing your kid hit the winning shot when you're coaching him. So congratulations, Preston, on our fourth grade Rams. And Mike, that's how you build programs, way down there.
Corey Myers picked up the foul. Now they come on the inbound, and the Rams get caught with a reach, and it's going to be a shooting foul, as Joe Zolchek calls it. And this one's going to be on Signorella. That'll be his first. And that will send Ryan Wallace, the 6'5 junior, to the line to shoot a pair at 7:49. Highlands leading at 19-3. Wallace 1 for 3 from the line tonight. The only basket was by Ross Grease.
In and out, back in again.
19-4, the Rams lead it. Rams trying to win their 8th in a row. This is their longest winning streak since they won 11 in a row in 2016. And that, you know what that team did? They went all the way to the championship.
Yes, they did.
19-5. Here's Cochran now.
The old-fashioned clear-off, Mike.
Oh, through the backcourt. Signorella will quickly go back and get it. And a backcourt violation and a Highlands turnover.
Highlands third turnover. They've forced 6 so far.
Stosh going through the explaining, and it was the very demonstrative explanation he gave to Luke at what he wanted him to do. Stosh can still play, can he?
Oh, yeah. I got to practice this. He's there with Corey and Thurman. You're not going to get a 3 better to go again.
Wallace for 3, missed it off the back rim, and here comes Cochran. Lead it ahead to Myers. Myers all the way down, goes in, and it's blocked by Wallace. Freeman got it back, and it's going to be off Highlands out of bounds. Tanilli, Kreis, and Ursig back into the Highlands lineup. Johnny hasn't scored yet. Cochran hasn't scored yet. Sophomore's not on the board.
Nope. Senior's done a great job so far, led by Sean Ursig with 11.
All seniors and Timmons. That's the only scoring we have.
Yep.
Here's Wallace. Gave up the dribble. Against pressure. Nick Smith. Against the double team, and now got it to Morris. Morris tries to get around Wallace. The jumper is up. It's no good. What's the foul? It's going to be on Ursig for a push.
I thought it was going to go the other way, Mike. Nope, you're going to get it right. You got it on Ursig. That's his second.
That's his second foul, team 5.
Big game hunting tonight, Mike. We got Mars at Alderdice.
Yeah, it's a good game.
And don't forget, we play Alderdice this Sunday.
Is that a nooner?
You know what, Mike? You have to check the time.
I think it might be a nooner. At least that's what I saw, but don't quote me on it.
Then we have that Saturday game. That's like a 3:30 game.
That's next week. That's the following week.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a lot of games coming up. Well, as we said, we played 4 games in 23 days. Now tonight start tonight 10 games in 21 days. So we'll be out a lot. 3 for Signorella off the rim. The Rams are cold now. Haven't scored for a while.
I don't know about you, but I was getting cabin fever.
Yeah, especially when the weather got a little better. Nice dump down to Smith, and he lays it in. First 2 for Smith. By the way, I have the magic number on how many, when we score X points, the game will be over. I have that again. We had it last game. I have it again. Steal by Kiski.
Another turn, Mike, getting sloppy with the basketball. We talk about staying focused.
Might have come a little too easy to start with, and now Tonelli gets caught. That's 16 fouls against Highlands, 1 against Kiski. I have a question. When it's 19-7, is it okay to complain that the fouls are 6-1 when you're winning by 12?
Again, sometimes that's how it happens. To quote Rich Alsbury, we've got imperfect players, imperfect coaches playing an imperfect game, but they think it has to be officiated perfectly.
First on Tonelli, I had him with one earlier that wasn't his, obviously, so.
I have with 2 myself.
That works for me. This is Kalechi against Freeman. Goes in. Nice move, but Freeman played great defense and forced the shot out of bounds. He got a piece of it.
And you can hear Romello talking way up here, Mike. So important to communicate on defense.
19-7 Highlands.
Let's walk.
It was a walk. It is. It was Smith. Went up and down and turned it over at 6-12.
There's a Euro step. That was the South American step.
Yes.
You can't do that. That's called a jumping beat, Mike.
By the way, the number's 43. Signorella.
I thought we would have that by halftime when we were playing the first quarter.
And turnover by Freeman.
He got the Mexican jumping beat.
The Rams have gotten really sloppy. They have not scored here the first 2 minutes of the quarter, which is a lot different than their game against Gateway. They went out 13-0 to start the second quarter against the Gators last Tuesday night.
I was trying to get things going by pressing full court man. Let's see if create some turnovers. That was how they did in the first quarter.
The first quarter might have been just a little too easy. Here's Smith. Now Kalechi. But they'll have another run in him, and it was a good timeout by Joey Touchstone when he took it. Smith in the corner. Smith got shut off. The Rams have been playing great defense in this stretch.
Ooh,
now from behind, they're going to get Johnny Christ.
Oh, no, they're going to
get the block. Johnny. It might be in front. It might not even be on Johnny. It might be on Tonelli. He called a block, so
that'd be a third, Mike. You're right. I got 3 on it.
They only have him for 2 on the board, though.
Yeah, works for me.
So that'll put Jack Kalechi at the line, the 6'2 junior. Kiski scored the last 4 points. And they get 5. His first point of the night, and it's 19-8.
4 of their 5 starters now on the board.
Sean Ursig back in. Tonelli sits down.
Johnny Christ, Luke Hawker, Mike, have not scored yet.
Donuts.
Weird.
Missed the second. Ursig had it. It's knocked out of bounds off of Kiski. Morris got in there. Tried to get around Ursig. Did get a piece of it and knocked it out. 11-point lead now. Kiski scored the last 5. Rams jumped out to a 9-0 lead. Cochran high posting it to Christ all the way to the basket, lays it up, missed it, but it'll go to the line and shoot 2 at 5:20, 19-8. See who the foul's on here. It's on Wallace. That'll be his first. If you've been putting off getting that much needed work done around the house, maybe a leaky roof, remodeling your kitchen, bathroom, or basement, why not let the pros at Beanie Home Renovations have your home looking like new for 2018?
You keep going, Mike. You're doing a great job.
With over 100 years of combined experience, owner Brian E. and his crew at Beanie Home Renovations guarantee your job will be done on time, exactly the way you want it. Customer service is their top priority.
Here he goes.
Give Brian a call today at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate, or find them on Facebook for money-saving offers. B&E Home Renovations, where the B is always busy. Wallace for three, off the rim, no good. Rebound, weak side to Kalechi. Stolen by Signorella.
Now you have to support our sponsors because they're keeping us at the foul line.
And they're going to say it's off Cochran, and Kiski gets it back.
You're about 80%, Mike, reading ads.
Things have turned around quite a bit here the last two games. So we'll just do that when we shoot fouls, and we'll talk about other things during breaks.
If you weren't with us last week, Mike started reading the ads during foul shots, and our foul shooting improved incredibly.
We were 8 for 10 in the first half. I don't know when we finished, but it was our best foul shooting night of the year against Gateway. Oh, got a block by Johnny.
That's his move, Mike.
Here's Greaves back to the basket, and Greaves got another one.
Yikes, Mike.
Signorella back the other way. Signorella to the basket, puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Freeman scores and breaks the cold spell for the Rams.
Mr. Grease, what were you thinking there? You just saw the ball slapped off the backboard. You decided to challenge him the second time. One thing about Johnny, mate, not only can he jump, he jumps fast.
That second one was amazing.
Yep.
Joe Zolchek with the whistle. I think that one's on Signorella. His second. That's 8 team fouls against Highlands already, and since the ball hadn't been inbounded, it's not player control. We'll shoot the 1-and-1 on the other end, with Highlands leading by 15.
Hope Chandler got a good shot of that, Mike, because it was right in our grill here. I mean, oh, man, that was something. Johnny, back at the old junior high days, used to love to get beat baseline so he gets swatted from behind, which he did the first time. And I told him he wouldn't get away with that in the high school level. Well, I stand corrected.
Grease missed the front end of the 1-and-1, and here comes Johnny. I got a story about that. Here's Freeman, drives to the basket, lays it up and in. Listening to the Duquesne game on Saturday, and Jared Turin was talking about one of the Dukes players being a stretch four. I said, you don't say this in high school often. We have a stretch four. Johnny's a stretch four.
There's no doubt about it. Yep. And boy, Romello, Mike, his body control, he's really come into his own this year. Those spin moves he used to have the ball roll off his foot out of bounds, he's controlling it.
25-8, Highlands by 17, which is their largest lead. Oh, nice move underneath, but Kalechi couldn't get it to fall.
If there's a better six-man in WPL, I'd like to meet him right now, Mike. You know that?
Seriously. Oh, nice give and go, and it gets
Beautiful.
back to Cochran for the layup. Or is that Ursig?
13, Mike. Great feet, by the way. So unselfish. There's your little run you wanted.
27-8, and now Joey Touchstone wants to call timeout at 3:46 left of the first half. Highlands 27, Kiski 8.
Chance to talk about B&J Sports, located at 1605 Freeport Road in Natron Heights. They've been outfitting our local sports teams and great fans of the AK Valley for more than 5 decades. When it comes to all your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. High school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, all kind of sports equipment. You can't beat the service of B&J Sports. Tom Seville told me today, Mike, he goes, you have a different shirt on every time I see you. I said, hey, I never had to worry about clothing. B&J Sports always outfits our coaches and our sports teams. Open 9 to 5, weekdays, Saturday 9 till noon. Stop in there, give Glenn a call at 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports. I keep them basically on a rotating system, Mike, but I will be in white tomorrow because that's our home uniforms.
I got something on mine and hadn't worn it for a while, but I got it out.
We got to bring it out tomorrow.
I got it out. I can't remember wearing it when I was eating, but something got on there. Hey, Tenilly does have 3. There was a discussion at the table while you were reading the B&J ad, and Steve Meaner had gone down to the Kiski scorekeeper, and they had discussed it, and Steve was putting up the 3 fingers to Corey Dotchin, and that was the story. So that is 3 on Christian, so he'll probably get a chance to rest up for the rest of the first half. And now Stosh having a word with Joe Zolchak about something.
By the way, Mike, the coaching staff has new shirts on. You see that?
Yeah, those are
very
nice.
Sharp, yep.
I've gone back to, I'm 12-13 with this one tonight. I love road games. I wear T-shirts.
Depends on where
playoffs. Yeah, playoffs will be different.
Yep. Nice shot inside
Smith,
that time.
Or no, that was
Schwartz.
Yeah. His first basket of the night for Kiski starter. Now what's the call by Joe here up top? Foul underneath. And that's going to be on Andrew Mason.
Good news, Mike. All 5 starters have scored for Kiski. Bad news, scoring leaders Ryan Wallace with 3.
27-10. Rams lead it. Cochran to key it in. Morris got knocked down. He loops it in deep to Freeman, and he has it. Freeman is going to go right to the basket. They left him a lane, and he put it in.
He walked there, Mike.
He did, Dean. I said he walked right to the basket, and I meant it. 29-10.
Nice double.
Oh, they got a man underneath, and that was Schwartz, but he couldn't control the pass. Now,
Look at that, Mike. Right
pinballs around, off a knee. Shot is missed. It's out of bounds, and Highlands has it.
I'm not saying Morris did it intentionally, Mike, but boy, right in the throat to Luke Cochran trying to collect himself. That's an offensive foul. Didn't call it. 10 turnovers now for Kiski.
I don't think Highlands is going to get into the bonus here in the first half. Myers right side. Oh my goodness, that was a foul. That was obvious foul on Timmons. Over the back by Schwartz, yeah, but nothing called. Cochran now back into Timmons. Out top to Kreis. Cochran's still looking to get on the board tonight. He had a big night against Gateway. Myers left side.
He was literally raining threes.
Nearly a steal, but Myers is able to get it back. Inside to Kreis.
Nice
Dump down to Timmons. Up with the left hand. It's no good, and Schwartz has the rebound.
3 sophomores, a junior and senior on the floor for the Golden Rams.
2:30 left of the first half. Smith now. Worked it over to Mason. Wallace kicked it back outside to Morris. Now Mason's jumper's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Morris put it up and in.
Tracy Morris, weak side, Mike. He got a box out.
His first 2 of the night. It's 29-12. Cochran tries to drive in, but they shut him off. Mello tried to go with the dunk and couldn't get it to go.
It's weird, Mike. They have 6 guys who have scored and they got 12 points.
Democratic of them.
Yeah.
Now we got a foul on Timmons. That'll send the Cavaliers to the line for the 1-on-1.
Give them plenty of opportunities.
Less than 2 to go here in the first half. Highlands leads at 29-12.
What's that, Mike?
Again, tomorrow night we'll be at home against the Franklin Regional Panthers. Friday night at Armstrong. Next Sunday at Montour against the Dice. Austin Schwartz at the line.
Good hustle that time by Schwartz. He knew he was going to miss the shot.
The shooter's the first one to know.
Going to give you the top 5 and 5A. Mike Morris has that number 1 spot. Trinity's moved up from number 5 to number 2.
The Hillers.
Yep. Moon at 3. In our section, Franklin Regional is 4. McKee Sports 5.
We still didn't crack it, huh?
Nope, Sharp Valley's fallen out, but the McKee Sport is 7 and 5. We're 9 and 3. Do the math.
Cochran with a long 3 is off the rim, but Myers does a good job on the weak side.
We can resolve that with a win over Franklin Regional.
I think.
Nice. So he tried
Cochran
his kickball.
threw it off a leg, and it came back to
kickball.
Freeman. Wide open. Here's Johnny. 31-12. Rams matched their biggest lead in 19. Here's Morris. He had a big one of those in this building last year.
Yep.
That was a big game. That was on a Friday night.
Brought a smile to Sam Albert's face across the way.
Nearly a steal by
football.
And they get the walk. Great defense by Timmons getting on the floor and causing Mason to travel with it. At 1 minute left of the first half, and Highlands leading at 31-12.
Remember in Sam's last year, Mike, Johnny was special teams team, remember? Freshman.
Oh, yeah.
Got a lot more playing.
Sam knows a lot of these kids.
His son's starting for Bethany now, basketball.
Very talented family. Where did Addie end up?
She ended up Penn State, and she's getting every lead, Mike.
She's something. What a beautiful voice she has. Ball knocked out of bounds as Highlands loses it. And the Cavaliers will get it on the turnover.
33, Sean Adaminsky checks in.
Good size on Sean, 6'4", sophomore. And he has it backcourt, now goes to Grease. 45 seconds left of the first half.
Keeping the full court pressure. I'm like, this is tough on a big court like this.
They get it down inside to Kalechi, but we're going to call an offensive foul on the Cavaliers with a moving screen.
Nick Smith we're going to get.
Offensive foul.
On Ross Grease.
Goes against Grease.
This is my 4th game of the night, Mike. I saw the middle school, 7th and 8th grade beat Springdale.
It's my first game of the week. That's what I'm looking at it.
By the way, yes,
And we'll be at it again tomorrow.
Landon Signorella took a charge in that game. Now, tomorrow in practice, I have to run a suicide. I said the
Like
exciting
you
part for the kids is
that you could die.
I could die.
That's correct. Could happen. Good doing the
And
same.
they cheer me on, which is nice.
I hope not. That's a lot of talking we have this week. There's Freeman with the lay-in.
He's got 10, Mike. Sneaky 10 there, huh?
Indeed. 33-12. Very systematic job, and nearly a steal by Cochran.
Couldn't get control.
Luke grabbed it, and he noticed that both feet were on the L, and that couldn't have been good, so he was out of bounds.
Look who's out there, Mike, your boy.
10 seconds ago, Don Pacey's in the game.
Well, now he's out. That was quick.
We need him out there. If we have him out there against Mason, they could renew hostilities.
You said got pretty chippy, huh?
Mason's on the bench, too. It got really chippy. They had to send both teams to the bench. They didn't call any technicals or anything. They just pulled them off. Here's Grease, 9 seconds. Grease against Cochran. Loops it over to Morris. Morris at 3. Clock is running out on him here. They get it back. Kalechi lets a long 3 go. It's no good. The tip might have been good if it went, but it is no good. And that's the end of the first half here at Kiski with the score. Highlands 33, Kiski 12. Timeout. Back with stats and more right after this. We're back at Kiski, cranking down halftime. The Rams lead at 33-12. Dean, got some numbers?
Yeah, Mike, very impressive first half. Romello Freeman had 10, Kristen Nelly 2, Johnny Christ 4, Sean Ursich 13, Daniel Timmons 2, Ryan Signorella 2. Luke Hawker, Mike, didn't score, but he does so many other things that are so important. We always love to have his scoring, but realistically, when you're at 33-12, it wasn't that necessary. Again, it's kind of amazing on the Kiski side. Everybody has 2 points. Tracy Morris, Nick Smith, Austin Swartz, Ryan Grease. Ryan Wallace leads him with 3. Jack Coletti has 1.
Stats brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Individualized training, third graders all the way up to varsity. Again, go to Twitter at Mason Elite Hoops and check out the video of Micah doing bounce passes with Isaiah. It is priceless. That's at Mason Elite Hoops. You can also check out the Mason Elite Hoops Facebook page and on Instagram, Micah Mason 22.
Mike is working with a lot of the kids now, Mike, in the local area. And what I like what he does on the Facebook page, too, and his web page, he puts a lot of the individual stuff he's doing with the kids on there. So get to see a lot of the kids are going to be starring here in the future in the AK Valley. I gave you some names earlier, remember? Preston Foster and Clayton Cutts. Look forward to seeing them in a couple years.
Rams have the ball to start the second half, moving right to left, and Luke Cochran has it now. Rams leading it by 21. Their biggest lead of the game. Signorella in the corner. He's got a wrap on that right elbow. Tape job. They're busted open in the first half. Oh, nice hook shot by Ursig. He has great big man moves. He's got 15 now, and the Rams lead it 35-12.
He's outscored Kiski, Mike.
Now against pressure, Kalechi got through, leading ahead, and look at a block by Tonelli.
He's playing with 3 fouls too, Mike, so he has to be careful.
I don't think Christian Tonelli knows how to be careful.
That's a good thing.
Cavaliers work it inside. This is Smith. Kicked it back out to Kalechi, left side to Wallace. Now Smith against Cochran. You talk about other things. He's playing good defense on Smith here. They shut him off at the baseline. And Tonelli got a hand in there and knocked it free again.
Good man-to-man defense, Mike. He knew where the ball was.
Now 3 by Cochran's off the rim, no good, and the rebound to Ryan Wallace.
Even though he had his back to the ball, Mike, he saw the ball. That's so important for the young kids. When you're playing man defense, make sure you get to see the ball. Ball you man. That's the theory.
Now a little runner is put up and missed, but all white shirts there, and well, because of that, it hit off a white shirt and went out of bounds. They had good position, they just couldn't control the basketball off of Kiski and out. And Highlands will have possession here at 6:44 third quarter.
Getting some token pressure from Grease. Cochran breaks that easily.
Comes all the way through, coast to coast, dumps it to Ursig, lays it up and scores. 17 for Ursig, tying his career high, and it's 37-12.
Must be a great feeling when you're coming down the lane and you see Sean in the opposite box.
Yeah. Here, you take it.
And Luke did the smart thing. He drew the defender to him. Easy layup for Ursig.
Jack Kalechi drives through, pass behind a man, and it's taken by Ursig. Lead feed to Cochran, back to Kreis, tipped it to Ursig, and he lays it in. Career high of 19 for Sean Ursig, and it's 39-12. He's got all 6 in the second half.
Thought he was going to dunk that one, Mike. He looked at it.
I think he considered it.
Yep. Uh-oh, they're going to get Luke on a little bump there.
That is Cochran's first. First against Highlands, second half at 5:55 left of the third quarter. Johnny Kreis gets a rest. Freeman in the lineup. And Corey Myers is now going to go to the table. Now with a game tomorrow night and a big lead. And Kiski throws it away again.
Yep, 15 turnovers, Mike. Good idea, rotate everybody tonight. We really got a nice 7-man rotation going right now with Danny Timmons coming off the bench, Romello Freeman.
Make it 8. Call Myers too.
Yes. And 8's the perfect number.
It is. Freeman knocked it out of bounds. The Rams tried to save it. Ursig tried to get it down to the post to Romello, but he was unable to control it. The turnover by Highlands.
I always say 7's not enough, 9's too many. 8's your magic number.
And Ross Grease will key it in.
Which always leads me to say, get me 2 kids out of every class.
You can't have too many.
That's one thing we'll see with Franklin tomorrow, Mike. They got about a dozen.
They do. And they run them in and out of there, too. It's like Mars was a couple of years ago. There's Wallace. He's got 7 points, the leading scorer for the Cavaliers, and it's 39-14. Freeman out top. Thought about it. He's made 1 this year, and now he travels. Good defense by Jack Kalechi.
That's the travel we had earlier, Mike. I didn't think that one was. So we're even.
Wallace now goes backwards to Grease. 2, 3, 4, and 5 out there for Kiski. Rams steal it. Signorella missed it. Rebound Freeman! And they call the foul. The basket is good. Boy, Romello looked like he wanted to dunk it. He got caught up in the air. Was able to control it, put down his 12th point, and he'll go to the line to finish it. It's 41-14.
Once again, Mike, Sig didn't miss it. He did that intentionally. See how high that ball came off the square? He was putting it up there for Mello to dunk it.
And Freeman completes the 3-point play. He's got 13.
What an athletic team, Mike, when you can do stuff like that, huh?
42-14.
That's the one thing people know basketball when I see them after they see this play. So, boy, are they athletic.
And unselfish. That's what I hear from people, too. Shot by Morris is missed. Tonelli's trying to fight it off with Signorella. They've probably been doing that since they were kids. Freeman kicked it out. Tonelli with a head fake. Drives in. Runner in the air. It's up around. No good. Rebound tipped out by Morris, and Highlands will keep it at 4.5.
Now you look like he changed hands in the air, Mike, huh?
It did. Ross Grease gets a rest. Andrew Mason back in for Joey Touchstone. Loop it in deep to Freeman. Now Tonelli.
Looks like a 2-3 zone, Mike.
Signorella lets a 3 go. It's off the rim. Rebound Freeman. Freeman gets it back. Man in the air. Puts it up. No. Rebound Ursig. Courtney start the bus. 44-14.
He's got 21, Mike. He builds off that career high. Romello didn't need to take that dribble there. You know that.
Wallace, nice dump down. Oh, Kalechi missed it. Rebound Signorella. Rams want to push it. Out to Freeman. Freeman around Smith all the way in. Puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Ursig scores.
What a night for him, Mike.
23 points. Continues to add to his career high. And 10 in the third quarter. Steal again by Highlands. Signorella drives all the way in. It puts it down.
You want to say save some for tomorrow, Mike, but keep having it. The way this team is playing, outstanding. Speaking of outstanding, another season of Golden Rams basketball can mean only one thing. Post-game at the Anchor Inn. Let's win tomorrow. Let's all meet at the Anchor Inn. How's that for a plan? Special Tuesday
Let's do
night
it.
affair.
Special Tuesday night affair at the Anchor Inn. I'm for it. We can go Friday, too, because that's on the way home from Armstrong.
Oh, yeah, we can do that, too.
We're good.
Joey and Dee continue a family tradition started way back in 1953. Great home-cooked meal without having to do the cooking. Original Anchor Burgers, always a fan favorite, as well as the signature wings, AK Valley-style full wings, not pieces. Make sure to ask about the Blue Plate Special, always served on a blue plate. No reservation needed. Kitchen's open till 11, so come get something to eat after the game. Plenty of time to come to the Anchor Inn. Mike and I will be there as always. Stop by, say hello. That's the Anchor Inn, Freeport Road in Toronto Heights. Welcome aboard.
During this 7-game winning streak for Highlands, they're only allowing 42 points a game over that streak. You look at Kiski over their 18-game losing streak dating back to last year, they're only averaging 39 points a game during their streak. That's why I say, with Highlands with 48, Kiski's not going to get to 48.
Doesn't look like it. 14 so far, Mike. Best defense in the WPL is Eden Christian, allowing 44 a game. Well, Highlands not far off that.
No, Highlands at 52 now, and they steal it again. Here's Freeman. Oh, it's tipped up, and here it goes in! Freeman tipped it off it's an own goal! Freeman tipped it off a Kiski player, and it went in the basket. It's got to be a three-pointer, is it?
Romello
Just two.
gets a 1, 2, or 3.
It's 2. I guess the Kiski player touched it inside the circle. Freeman gets the 2. I've never seen it.
Steve's asking, what are they doing here? They're questioning.
Joe Zolchak is coming over. Is it 2 or 3? Yeah. Romello threw the pass from outside the three-point line. It hit the Kiski player
inside.
Maybe.
Well, that's what they're talking about.
That's Mike. The discussion right
and
now.
That's what 2 versus 3 comes from. Steve's beside himself. He thinks it should be a 3. I think
Romello,
through the net.
That was about a 35-footer. It would be Romello's second 3 of the year if that's what they decide upon. They're asking.
I don't know.
Well,
Steve had eyes on it, he says.
2 points.
2. I think that's probably the safe way to go.
Yep. I was looking down at the stats about Eden Christian. I didn't even see the play. It was crazy.
50-14, they gave him 2.
It's a great thing about YouTube, Mike. I can go watch it later, huh?
Romello threw it in. It deflected off a Kiski player and went right in swish.
So is there
Myers?
a turnover?
They gave it to Myers?
How about that?
Well, he must have tipped it then. I thought Romello shot that.
The beauty of replay. We'll find out.
I guess we'll find out, won't we? Back outside to Kalechi. Drives into the basket and draws the foul.
Mike, on the other side, Mars averages 82 points a game. They're the best offense in the league.
Well, the Wireless Zone is the world's largest independent Verizon Wireless franchise in America, offering the most popular smartphones, devices, tablets, and accessories with award-winning customer service. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. And we're running into it, though. Wireless Zone has 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. That guy's dead-eye anyway. It doesn't matter.
2 for 2. Thank you very much, Mike.
You can reach the Toronto Heights location at 724-224-4590 and the Mills at 724-275-1154. Or find Wireless Zone store nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com. Oh, boy. I guess that wasn't a foul.
Yeah, really.
Here's Grease. Lead it ahead to Morris, and it's blocked by Christ, and they call it goaltending.
Chicken or the egg, Mike? You know what I'm thinking, Mike? We'll have to maybe talk to Joe Zolchak after the game. Maybe Myers is nearest to the defender who hit the ball. Could be that, too.
Yeah, I don't know how that's scored. I know how they scored in hockey, and I know how they scored in soccer, but...
That's why we come to these games. You think
you see something new every day, huh? 50-18 Highlands, 2:33 left of the third. Here's Cochran. Out top to Price on the pick and roll. They go to Myers. His shot is missed. And good defensive position by Smith that time.
Nobody hit it.
Here's Grease. Now Smith dumped it to the corner for Adamski.
Nice job, Johnny. Shut the baseline off there.
Yeah, Wallace definitely wanted to go there. Morris lets a 3 go and misses it. Rebound, Adamski had it, lost it, and look at Timmons. Just fight it out of there. Held ball. Arrow belongs to Kiski. And they'll keep possession at 1:58 third quarter.
No ball. Kiski basketball.
Morris
By Carroll.
to Grease. And Wallace got around Christ. Johnny did the overplay. Wallace able to grab a hold of it and put it in.
Should have been some rotation, Mike. They didn't that time. An easy basket.
50-20 on the give and go. Christ laid it up and missed it on a
He
great
looked like he
feed.
lost the handle, huh?
Great feed from Romello that time. And Johnny then throws it off of Grease and it goes into the cheerleaders.
Our cheerleaders didn't make the trip tonight, Mike.
Don't see them. Well, that's been pretty much normal case here over the last 3-4 years. Don't make any. Cochran right side, long three on the way. Oh, it's an air ball, but Freeman has it. Threw it to an open area. Johnny
Ooh,
saves
Johnny
it,
right in the
and it's
Steve's lap.
tipped out of bounds. Those two are buddies anyway, so that makes perfect sense. They're kindred spirits, those two.
Yeah.
Nice catch by Steve, too.
That's right. He had his hands up.
That's at home when we push the table out.
Yes, always.
Rams making some substitutions. Tonelli, Signorella, and Ursig come in. Price, Cochran, and Freeman come out.
I'd like to see Luke get out there and shoot a couple more threes, Mike.
Yeah, just to get it
Hit rhythm for tomorrow.
right. Now Tonelli gets the handoff from Ursig. Signorella.
Because we know one thing, shooters got to shoot, shoot, shoot.
Myers.
Nice job by Danny Timmons.
Side to Timmons, worked it into Ursig. Loops it back outside to Signorella with a head fake. Now he's going to let it go, and it's off the rim. Rebound, Timmons tipped it beautifully right to Tonelli, and he laid it in.
Rebounded Tonelli.
The Rams, how about this, too?
No threes.
None. I'm just thinking the same thing. They haven't made one.
I just looked at my score.
That is unbelievable. They average 7 or 8 a game.
Yeah, you haven't needed them this evening, Mike.
Well, hopefully they're saving them for tomorrow.
Works for me.
Ball's tipped out of bounds as Kalechi had it.
20th turnover. Highlands only committing 8 so far. Turn this game over quickly tomorrow, right?
And we'll be right back at it at home tomorrow night. For watching this one
Come on out. We need you.
online, anytime early on Tuesday, come on out. Thought it was tipped. Ursig tried to hit Tonelli to the basket, but threw it out of bounds, and that's a Highlands turnover.
9 for Highlands now.
It seems like more.
Yep. Again, you look at those standings. Franklin Regional 5-0, Highlands 3-1. Hopefully going to improve to 4-1 tonight. Be a battle for first place tomorrow.
Grease, oh, nice overplay. What's the call? They're going to get Timmons from behind. He didn't like it.
Nope, his second.
Fouls called against Timmons.
He would have had to.
We lead the section, Mike, averaging 65 a game. Franklin Regional is at 62. But there's our.
It was an
you
inbound.
look your definition.
It was an
up?
inbound. It was an inbound pass. That was fine. That's Mason for 3. It's no good. Tip by Tonelli. Rebound by Timmons.
Rebound by Timmons.
I did. And the quarter's about to end, I can tell you. It's possession. It's possession both ways. You have to have possession in the front court before it can be over and back. Tonelli. 3 at the buzzer. It's down.
There you go, Mike. You wanted your 3. You got it.
But anyway, the over and back rule is that possession has to be established in the front court before it can't just be a tip ball in the front court, tip it back. That's not it. Possession has to be established in the front court, and then it has to be caught
In the back.
with the player in possession of it in the
Same
back.
player.
Right. No, and it can be anyone.
Okay.
It can be anyone. It doesn't matter.
As long as it's basically the ball has to go into the front court, then go to the back court.
Possession,
yeah.
possession front court, only touched back court.
Got it. Planet Fitness, Heights Plaza, place to be, was there today. It's your home for the judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness provides a unique environment where everyone, and if I can go, that means anyone, is free to work out in a non-intimidating environment. Open 24/7, friendly staff, first-time gym member, no problems. They will show you all around, show you all the fitness and training equipment they have, cardio, strength, and free weights. Again, if you're 16 years old, you can have your own membership. Teen 13 and 15 can join it. If they're accompanied by an 18 years or older adult, memberships are available now as low as $10 a month. Stop in today. Planet Fitness, Heights Plaza. They'll give you all the details.
I had my hat on the other day. My brother-in-law looked at it and said, "That's the place they're not allowed to make fun of you, right?"
That is correct.
exactly. That's the point. Yeah.
I've got a good trivia question for you, Mike. I'm going to wait till we get a little break in the action here.
55-20, the Rams in the lead on the way to their 8th straight win, and put it on the line tomorrow night against Franklin Regional at home in a game that the Rams will have to win if they have any designs on a section championship. I think we'll be clinching a playoff spot this week. That's my prediction. Here's Tonelli. Out to Cochran. 3 ball on the way. Just by Cochran is no good. Rebound. Ursing tipped it.
Went over the back, but did not foul.
Morris will look at Signorelli get in there and knock it out of bounds. Good hustle by Ryan that time to get in there and tip it. And make the Cavs have to inbound it here.
Highlands still pressing, Mike. Now they take it off.
A 35-point Highlands lead. Kiski on their way to their 19th consecutive loss over 2 years.
We can get to 40, Mike. That's Mercer rule twice in 1 year. No, it'll be a third time, right? We had it against Greensburg?
I don't know about Greensburg, Southmoreland for sure.
I mean, Southmoreland and Greensburg Central Catholic, I meant.
Right. Oh, that's right. The Saturday game out at Penn Hills.
Blocked by Urs.
A place that John Peterman knows very well. He showed Jason Kerr and I around that place when you were in Florida, when Highlands was in the state playoff game against Mars out there.
The year they fooled me, Mike. I always have my...
That was a great year.
Tickets booked for the day after Highlands exits the playoffs, and I got fooled. Delightfully, by the way. I got to see the first one. Remember the Girard game?
Yeah, the greatest thing about that was we kept losing a player a game.
Yeah,
and
literally.
Yeah, literally, and kept winning. It was just tremendous. Second one by Morris on the way, off the back rim. Tonelli tipped it. Ursig controls it. Tonelli forecourt. Back out top to Kreis. Kreis found an avenue, tries, lays, missed it. Rebound. Ursig puts it up and scores.
25 for Sean Ursig, Mike.
Easily a career high. 57-21. The 36-point lead, the biggest for Highlands. And again, Kreis pulls it out of there.
Just goes above the
3-on-1. Cochran steps back, finds Tonelli. He's wide open. Here it comes. It's short. Kalechi the rebound. Kalechi's going to drive it all the way down against Ursig, and Kreis got in there and blocked it.
Signorelli leaking out. They didn't see him, Mike.
No, and Ursig's just going to slow it down. Cochran drives in, gave up the dribble. Back out to Kreis. And the give and go. And
we got low bridge.
Beautiful job by Ursig to get it back to Johnny for the lay-in.
You okay, Mike?
I think he's all right.
Those are dangerous when you go in the air, Mike, and somebody undercuts you.
6 for Kreis, scoring only in the even quarters, 59-21. And one basket away from 40. Block on the shot by Kreis on Wallace, but they're going to call Johnny on the foul at 5:45.
His first. Doesn't happen very often. All right, Mike, trivia. Rob Carmody, been in the news lately. He soon to join the 2,000-point club. He has 1899. How many boys are already in the club? How many in WPL history have scored over 2,000 points?
Wallace. Get Mike.
If you're within 4, we'll give it to you.
I'm trying to think, because I know Micah has it. How about 8?
How about 20?
28.
Can you imagine that?
2,000 points. I have the list, but not with me. That does me a lot of good, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's at home.
You know who leads the list?
Tom Pipkins.
That is correct. Tom Pipkins, 2,838
And it stood
long time.
20 some odd years. When was it? 93? Something like that?
Yeah, that was a long time.
25 years that stood? That's amazing.
Yep, Tom, great player. By the way, Mike, on the Carmody front, Mike Carmody
got offered by Pitt.
Yep. Defensive end, tight end.
He was playing Ed Too Tall Jones against Highlands when we were out there this year, knocking Seth Cohen passes down. Joey Touchstone wants a timeout here at 5:27 left. 59.
He must know we have one commercial.
23. He does. So go ahead.
My boys at Joe Lucchino are proud to sponsor us, and they welcome you to the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group, serving the AK Valley for decades. Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. Mike's stock market continues to go nuts, setting record highs. The question is, when's the correction coming? They'll give you an idea. And again, most important thing is diversity. Okay, there's an old saying in the market. There's always bull and bear markets, but the pigs are led to the slaughter. So they'll tell you when to get something on or off the table, because why? Joe and Joe
always know.
You know it. Located 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection, or call them at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance Financial Service put you on the road to financial stability today. And I speak as someone who has some money with them.
Exactly.
I've got my communion money there, Mike.
I remember that day. That was a great day. That's the first time you had any kind of money, was on your communion money.
But George Washington had dark hair on my bill. Three-pointer.
Wallace, spang. It's
That's
down.
their first one.
It is. Not a whole lot of outside shooting. Wallace has 12 points for Kiski, and it's 59-26.
Getting near his average of 13 a game.
Freeman, Timmons right side. I trust the contraption he's wearing tonight is past muster with the officials.
Hopefully inspected before.
Definitely want to make sure that's done tomorrow. Timmons, as the Rams wind some time now. Less than 5 to go. Tonelli does a good job to corral that one.
I walked into practice the other day, Mike. Remember that cutter play that Gateway was using? Mm-hmm. We were running the same thing. We
liked it.
Yeah, we worked on it so much, they said, why not just put it in?
Yeah. Foul on Wallace. That's his second. 2 against Kiski second half. Highlands has committed 5. The Rams lead at 59-26 with 4:35 to go.
Looks like referees are looking at something on the floor, Mike.
I thought he was telling the guy where to stand. It was like he's setting up the press. Couldn't quite figure that out. Around his screen, this is Signorella. Freeman takes Mason into the basket, got it back to Timmons. Foul line to Signorella, goes in, but that it blocked by Smith. Kiski wants to push it.
There's a foul on that play, Mike.
Yes, sir. Smith drives all the way in, and a blocking foul against Highlands.
Going to get Ursich.
That'll be his third.
Actually, they're going to get on. They're going to give it
Christian.
to his fourth.
That's good. Sean's not out there. Yeah.
That'll do it. Hey, Mike, we think we finally figured things out how the section will go in basketball next year. Let's take a look at it. We know that Freeport, Knock, and Highlands are all going to be in the same section. They're going down. And we looked at what we have in 4A now, and with the teams leaving, there's still Derry, York, and Mount Pleasant.
It leaves Section 1 available to suck some teams in.
Right, which would be us.
Right. Lead it ahead. This is Myers. Dumps it to Tonelli for the lay-in.
And not that we're geniuses, but when you see the 19 teams in, the other sections make very good sense, too. So we'll talk about that.
I think it does. Tonelli has 9 now, 61-26. I think there's a fit there. It's going to count for some travel for sure, but they're going to call Myers on a travel. He stole it, got to the floor, and that's a turnover.
Those teams, by the way, are combined 8-33 this year.
And they are
York, Derry, Mount Pleasant, Freeport, and Knox. So it's 18-33. So again, I'll take.
Knock will be tough, but
Freeport's not.
The good thing about basketball, still top 4 are making playoffs for the most part for everything we see. So
there'll be 2 6-team sections, 1 7.
Well, that may be different. Well, they'll 1-12. They'll take that. Here's Wallace into the foul line, puts up a lefty off the front rim, a grazer, rebound Tonelli. Tonelli back, doesn't have numbers though. Gets it to Freeman, drives down the lane! What a monster dunk!
Take off there, Mike. Those 2 points give him.
Goodness
15.
gracious!
He just exploded, Mike.
Freeman to the hole. His 4th dunk of the year.
That's the best one of the group.
Johnny's got 12.
Wow. That gives the fans something to cheer about at the 3-minute mark, huh?
Here's Tonelli, corner Signorella, 3-ball on the way, off the rim. Rebound, Freeman got it out of there. 63-26. Tonelli right side, less than 3 to go. Ma Myers. Freeman again!
There he goes. He's got 17.
And they're going to call it technical because it was too pretty.
If they called it technical, it should have been on the one before that, Mike. Got to see my old buddy Samuel Drury here tonight, and he was asking about the team. He says, I hear you're loaded again. I said, well, wait till you see our 6th man.
Yeah.
Talk about Romello Freeman, and there, what a great job he's done. He's now got 17, Mike. His career high was 20 against Freeport. Anyways, those other 2 sections, Mike. Down south, we think there'll be Bell Vernon, South Park, Uniontown, Elizabeth Forward, Waynesburg, and Ringgold. And up north, it would just make sense to keep all these teams together. There's some good ones up there. Ambridge, Newcastle, Beaver, Blackhawk, Central Valley, Hopewell, and Quaker Valley. Now, Mike, who's leaving 4A? South Fayette, McGuffey, Keystone Oaks, and Beaver Falls. And if you look at those 19 teams, you look at what we have on the floor here tonight with these 3 sophomores, we're going to have a chance. I mean, not just in section. I think the whole ball of wax. And that means 1995.
65-27. Tonelli carries it out of bounds as the technical. And, of course, that technical foul also put Highlands, was their 7th foul, so they get to shoot 1 and 1. Made 1, missed 2. Bookkeeping at this point. Underneath the Mason. Oh, there's Pacey and Mason again.
Oh, look out.
They battle for it. Timmons got a hand on it. They battle again. And a shot is put in by Smith, and he draws the foul. I think Pacey will get it.
It's your buddy.
That was Nick Smith with the basket.
Smith gets the bucket. Caleb Radishak about to check in.
And people don't know if we're talking about 1995, Mike. That's the last time Highlands won a WPL championship. Who made the shot? Do you remember?
It was Greg Kaprivnikar.
Correct. Against Blackhawk, and Archie Miller was on that team.
We were talking about him the other day. We were watching Indiana, who's just awful. Smith completes the 3-point play at 65-30, and Archie's the coach of Indiana now.
They're up and down, Mike. They had a big upset.
Oh, they got killed by Michigan State the game. It was Friday night. We were home, and I had to watch that. This is the best you can give me when I'm home on a Friday night. No wonder I like to be out. Pacey for 3. It's down.
That's your guy.
68-30. But anyway, there's some people in the room that didn't know the answer. I said, how many points did Archie Miller score in the championship game in 1995? And he was hurt.
Yeah. The answer was he didn't score.
He had 0. He hurt himself, twisted his ankle, I think, getting off the bus or something.
That was the rumor.
Game, yeah.
Yep. They used to take the bus and bring him in from above at Palumbo Center. If you're familiar with that. Suppose there was a pothole. A pothole in Pittsburgh, Mike?
Can't imagine.
Yeah.
Corey Myers picked up the foul. And this will send Andrew Mason to the line.
I'm going to watch him and Pacey, Mike.
68-30. Mason hits the first.
Dom's letting him know I hit a 3, by the way. Dylan Signorella in the lineup too, Mike. Along.
Mason swang. So here we go. 2:07 to go. 68-32. Here's Pacey against Mason.
And they're playing each other, Mike.
Of course, they were in the TV game too. All the way up and down the floor. Signorella, Radishak puts it on the floor. Pacey out top. Kicks it out to the corner. Swanger had a look at it, but didn't take the jumper. Out to Dylan Signorella.
And a JV game is broken out here, Mike.
Radishak. Kiski, a lot of starters still in there. Signorella. Radishak in the paint. Put it on the floor. Made a nice move. Put it up and missed it. Oh, nice pass to Timmons. And he scores.
Daniel now has 4.
70-32. And now Kiski wants to call timeout.
Just want to get some subs in,
to get
Mike.
some people in, correct? Oh, they thought Highlands called it. He goes, no, I was calling a play, Stosh says.
Yeah, when you're up 70-32 with a minute 20 to go, you don't want to start.
No.
Courtney's in the background. You see
We've
her
already.
there, she's got the bus.
Well, it's already running, yeah.
Yes. We're parked right behind.
Once we got to 42, it was safe to do it because I told you they weren't going to get to 42. Here's Mason against Pacey. They've cooled down a little bit since earlier. Spin move by Adamski. Kicked it back out, and the jumper by Morris is missed. And he draws the foul at 1:05 to go. 70-32. Highlands going to move to 10-3 and finish out the first half of section play 4-1.
What's those numbers again on Coach? As far as 1 to 5?
He will be now 68-68 after starting 1-21.
Perseverance paid off, and boy, that first year was brutal on Mike.
It really was.
He took it so
that game at Valley. I'll tell you what, we've had a lot of great wins. We've been doing this for 17 years. We've had a lot of great wins. We were never so happy as we were that night at Valley to win that game because he needed it, and the kids needed it. They tried hard. It wasn't, case on branch, and
I was a wise old grandpa. I would take him over to the side and try to talk him off the ledge and just tell him, hang in there. I always use Mike Nagy as my example. There's a guy, he started 1-21 his first year.
Right.
And, he had many
really good years at West Shamokin.
Yep.
Matter of fact, we retired Mike.
Yes, and I think his son's coaching now.
We retired Mike. That game at Highlands beat them out at Fox Chapel in the playoff game. When the run was young. The run was indeed young. That's Adamski. Adamski's on the board. It's 70-33. Forecourt Pacey at 55 seconds. Signorello right side. Now Radishak. Radishak made a nice move, left a man in the dust and laid it in. Radishak with 2, and it's 72-34.
A lot of guys on the board tonight, Mike.
It is. And Sean Adamski has his first basket, third point.
9 guys on the scoreboard, Mike. And Luke Cochran didn't score. Isn't that odd?
That is unbelievable. He'll score tomorrow.
We're going to need him tomorrow.
He averages 12.7, which means he's going to get 25 tomorrow.
Works for me.
Here's Signorella. Out of Swanger.
Can't put the one dribble down.
Oh, he did a great job. Stops, pops, glass, no. Rebound tipped.
Fighting for that rebound.
Saved by Mason down on the baseline. 2 seconds, 1. This one belongs to the Rams easily. They double up the Cavaliers here tonight at Kiski, 72-36.
Part 1 of 4, Mike. Going to be a long week, hopefully a rewarding week with the big one tomorrow night, Franklin Regional. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, get out to the Gold Rams Arena tonight. We need you for that game against Franklin Regional.
Thank everyone that helped us. John Peterman, the AD, thanks to him a lot. Thanks to Chandler Timmons. Once again, that final score. Highlands 72, Kiski 36. For the D, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik. So